What's the difference between those two? 200? Okay, so once if you calculate 03, then 04 is going to be just minus 200. Done. Alright, so that number 2 is really important. It's 0.2, so 3 fingers off. Easy to remember that as well. Your numbers will be different in the test, but the difference between the two means you don't have to do what I'm about to do here twice. Okay? I have done it on the model answers twice, but on the board I'm only going to do it once. Alright, so how the hell do we calculate that? Well, the first thing we do is we calculate, where is it? This one here. So the first thing we do is calculate C. Can anyone tell me what C is going to be equal to? That's really simple. 350?
350 minus 80.
Yep. 350. C equals 350 minus 80, which equals 270. So there's no surprises there for C. We'll call that 270. The next one is the B. So B is going to be equal to that lead from there to there plus the diameter of the bar.
And the cover.
Yeah, but the cover's on both, the cover is there as well as there. So it just shunts along, doesn't it? So therefore it is that distance of 800 plus the diameter equals 816. And that is the reason why in the assignment it was 816 as well, I think, or 416 or something like that. Yeah. And lastly, A is the tricky one because you're overlapping with the bar going up, and this bar here is coming along, and it is overlapping with the blue one going up. So A is going to be equal to the lap, which is 32 times the diameter. So it's going to be equal to the lap. Plus cover plus the bar diameter. Big one?
568.
Yeah. So A equals 568. If you draw that out on AutoCAD, it'll make a lot more sense in terms of what the bar looks like. If you have a look here, you see that A is the distance from up the top there, plus the cover, plus the diameter of the bar down to the bottom. All right? And the lap starts at that red line there. Basically, that would be where the joint is, and you would stop the concrete pour there and have the bar sticking up for the lap, and then they would put the next bar on for the top piece. You wouldn't pour that all on one pour. So, of course, there's two bend allowances. So it's 568 plus 816 plus 270 equals, so it's 270 plus 568 plus 816 minus the two bend allowances, 40 minus 40 equals 1570. 1.574. And looking at the overall table when it's all finished, it looks something like that. So currently, just before, well, I've still got your attention for the next 2 minutes. Currently with the NZBED, they're trying to align the courses with the BNZ. A lot of work going on in the background. They're trying to do it as quickly as they can before the New Zealand Polytech thing kicks in for the whole of the country. And there's a lot of reasons for it. It means that you guys, if you transition onto the degree, makes it a lot smoother. They don't have to say, hey, you've done this subject, it doesn't match that subject, etc. But the other reason is there's a lot of strange things in the NZBED that don't quite work properly with our system. For example, there are 2 subjects on the degree we would love diplomas to get a crack at. One is the next course on from this, which is detailing and modelling, which is a very good 6-week course of Revit and 6 weeks of 12D, civil and structural package, all combined into one. And I just might add, there's nowhere else in the world where you can get that.
Why would you want to do that?
Well, I just said one reason, there's nowhere else in the world where you can do that. Right?
The reason is because there's no, you either go structural down the structural path or you go down the surveying path. That's why I'm asking the question. Why would
Survey path.
12D, isn't that more like survey?
Are you talking about 12D or you're talking about Revit?
12D.
Right, okay. In the NZBED here at Unitec, there's more than just the 2 paths you said. There's a lot of paths. For example, traffic, highway design, they're all done on 12D. Okay? And civil 3D. There's 2 programs matching each other. Usually when you're looking at work, they say 3D experience is not crucial, but it helps. What they're trying to say there is basically if you've had some 3D experience, you're going to be slightly better than the next student that hasn't. Okay? So there's that course there. No, I don't take that course. I've brought industry in for that. We do have one lecturer that does one part of it sometimes in one of the semesters. The other course has nothing to do with me. It's called Construction Practices, which they've taken out of the diploma. The thing is, I personally believe that should be compulsory if you want to work on site. A couple of students have said to me, that's what I want to do. That's the course they should be taking. The problem is, you're only allowed to take one degree subject as an extra. Okay? So, you know, in my opinion, it should be able to take both so you can apply for 2 different types of work. And you're quite right, Jimmy, that you do have to sacrifice another part of the diploma to take one other, and I think that's why they are trying to narrow it down to 1, which means you may have to drop a structural paper or a geotech paper or something like that at a higher level. But in my opinion, after year 1, you kind of know roughly what you want to do anyway, and if you have to drop one of the high level ones, you're probably not going to go down that line anyway. So just watch the space. We'll see what pops up after they've aligned the 2. It may be that the NZBED people in Dublin, the Dublin Accord that we all go by, and maybe they say, look, they're so close together, we'll let you do that. The irony of it all is, the minute you finish your NZBED, and the second you enrol here at Unitec on the degree, you're allowed to take whatever you want. So, ironically, you only have to enrol on the degree, and they'll let you take that as an extra either. If you do get into employment, then it can be taken as, God, I keep on forgetting the name for it, but it means you're doing work experience, increasing your work experience. So a company may pay for it anyway, as a work experience subject. Okay. Apart from that, this is the end if you are not going to draw anymore, so you don't have to see me anymore. And please put in as better effort as you can on assignment 4, because that's the one that we look at in terms of if things are getting a bit dodgy as to whether you're going to pass or not. And for those real close to B's and A's, it's the same thing. You may need 16 marks to get an A, and you know you're not going to get it, but you do a really good effort on the assignment, who knows? You might suddenly surprise you get an A- on your report. So we do look at all those things. We meet for a whole day on this with all the students and all the marks. So this is like your exam, assignment 4. Your test results I will give back to you on the same week that you, within a couple of days of doing the test, all right? So I guess for some of you that might be, do I do the assignment or not? But it's getting pretty late to be at that point. Are you going to have the video on the? You can stop taping.